Welcome back to Hollywood Explained, USA. Today's story is absolutely wild. A Shaolin monk with insane kung fu skills goes to a regular high school. You can imagine what happens next. Hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. Imagine this. A kid who's been training kung fu his entire life at a Shaolin temple suddenly shows up at your high school. While normal kids struggle to do 10 push-ups, this guy does 100 with one hand. While kids can barely run a lap, he finishes 2 laps before anyone else completes one. And when gangsters try to kidnap his friend, he beats up an entire gang using nothing but martial arts. This is the insane story of Lee, a Shaolin warrior who left his temple to attend a normal school. And trust me, the chaos that follows is absolutely hilarious and epic at the same time. Let me tell you what happened. Our story begins at a Shaolin temple deep in the mountains. This isn't a normal school. It's a place where warriors train day and night, mastering kung fu. A young boy named Lee has been training here since birth. He's now ready for his final test. Lee walks into the temple and bows down. He's apologizing to Buddha for what he's about to do. Because the test involves fighting. Suddenly, a warrior jumps out from the side and attacks him. Lee is caught off guard, but quickly recovers. The warrior throws Lee against the wall, but Lee flips mid-air, lands perfectly, and counterattacks. Within seconds, he defeats the first warrior. Next comes the sword fighter. This warrior has years of sword training, but Lee is on another level. He dodges every attack and disarms the warrior in moments. 2 down, 1 to go. The third warrior is meditating. He seems peaceful. But when he hears Lee approaching, he suddenly throws his prayer beads at Lee's eyes, blinding him temporarily. Then he grabs Lee and slams him to the ground. This warrior is strong, really strong. They fight for several minutes. Punches, kicks, flips. Finally, Lee uses a special technique and wins. Lee bows respectfully and walks out of the temple. His teacher congratulates him. He tells Lee that he showed the most skill in the test. As a reward, Lee will be sent to a city school, a normal school, with normal kids. Lee will live with a family of 3 people, a scientist father and his 2 kids. The teacher knows this scientist personally. And just like that, Lee's journey to the normal world begins in the city. We meet Feng. He's a 15-year-old boy who's really good at Taekwondo. His little sister Lan loves her brother very much. She manages the Taekwondo club at school and gives Feng advice to help him improve. Their friend Yu is obsessed with food. This kid eats constantly. He's always hungry. These kids live with their father, Dr. Han. He's a brilliant scientist who works all the time. His wife passed away years ago, so now he buries himself in work. He's currently developing a special device. But dangerous gangsters have their eyes on this device. Dr. Han calls his kids. Lan is upset because her father is never home. He promises to come home soon and tells them to open the gift he sent. Inside the box is the device those gangsters want to steal. But the kids don't know this yet. Meanwhile, Lee arrives at their house. Lan shows him his room. While the kids are settling in, something terrible happens. Gangsters kidnap Dr. Han. The gang leader, Larry, threatens Dr. Han and demands he hand over the device. Dr. Han says there's no special device. He explains he's working on AI technology, so his kids can talk to a robot that sounds like their dead mother. But Larry doesn't believe him. He checks security footage and sees the kids have the device at home. Larry sends 2 idiots named Slope and Fist to steal it. These 2 are excited because this is their first mission as gangsters. They dress up in ridiculous disguises and stand outside Lan's house planning their robbery. At home, Lee is learning about city life. He sees Lan watching a taekwondo match and finds it interesting. That night, while Lee is meditating, Yu starts playing loud video games. They almost fight, but end up playing together instead. Lan opens her father's gift. It's a cute panda kidnap. She doesn't know it's actually a USB drive that gangsters are hunting for. When she presses a button, the panda asks for a password. Lan says, "What kind of password?" and accidentally sets that as the actual password. When she activates it, she realizes it has her mother's voice using artificial intelligence. She can talk to her mom again. It's emotional. The next morning, Lee, Yu, and Lan head to school. The two gangsters see them leaving and decide to execute their plan. But then one gangster notices the panda keychain hanging from Lan's bag. They change plans and decide to steal it from her instead. On the way, Lan introduces Lee to Feng. Suddenly, a gangster sneaks up and snatches the panda keychain. He runs away, but Lee sees him. Using his incredible speed, Lee catches the thief instantly. Feng joins to help. Together, they beat up the gangster, but he's persistent. He steals the panda again and runs. This time, all the friends work together. They corner him and literally dump him in a trash can, rolling it down the street. Victory. At school, the kids are shocked to see a real Shaolin warrior. They bombard Lee with questions. Can you get married? Show us kung fu. Do some moves, please. Just one demonstration. The teacher finally calms them down and says they can see his skills during PE class. In PE class, the coach announces next month there will be a fitness test. Anyone who fails can't move to the next grade. Yu panics because he's overweight and can barely move. First up is running. Lee finishes 2 laps before other kids finish even 1 lap. Everyone's jaw drops. Next is push-ups. Lee does over 100 easy push-ups. Other kids can barely do 2. Then Lee switches to one-handed push-ups just to show off. The kids go crazy cheering. Then comes high jumps. This is child's play for Lee. He jumps so high it looks like he's flying. Poor Yu falls flat on his face, trying. Back at the gangster hideout, Larry has Dr. Han tied to a chair. He's hitting him with golf balls, demanding information. Meanwhile, at night, those 2 gangster idiots sneak into Lan's house. Lee spots them and hides behind a toy, trying to scare them. They see him and attack. When Lan comes running, the gangsters steal the panda device and escape. Lee tells Lan and Yu everything. But they think he's joking. We see the 2 gangsters. They have golf balls stuffed in their mouths. Turns out they accidentally stole perfume that looked like the panda. They grabbed the wrong thing. Larry needs to sell the special device to a company in 3 days. He's getting desperate. Angry Larry shoots golf balls at the 2 idiots and orders them to get the real device immediately. Next day at school, everyone's watching Feng's taekwondo competition. Yu and Shanshan are sitting in the back. 2 ugly girls sit next to them and start chatting. But these aren't girls. They're Slope and Fist in disguise. They spot the panda keychain on Lan's bag. They're waiting for the perfect moment to steal it. Just then, Lee challenges Feng to a friendly match. All the kids rush forward to watch this epic showdown. The gangsters use this distraction to grab the bag, but their fake hair gets stuck and falls off. Everyone sees them. The fight between Lee and Feng is incredible. Both are extremely skilled. They're evenly matched. Finally, they decide to call it a draw out of respect. That's when everyone notices the gangsters. The kids attack them, but this time the gangsters threaten to hurt a little girl. They successfully steal the panda and escape. The kids go to the principal and call the police, explaining everything. Lee feels guilty. If he hadn't challenged Feng, maybe Lan wouldn't have left her bag unattended. But the other kids comfort him, saying it's not his fault. Finally, Larry gets the device. He uses it to run a program on his computer, but it needs a password. He doesn't know it. He hires programmers to crack it. An entire day passes with no success. Larry's patience runs out. Then he sees a message on Dr. Han's phone. Lan wants her father to come home for her birthday tomorrow. Larry pretends to be Dr. Han and promises to attend. The next day, Lan and friends are preparing for her birthday party. Everyone leaves to buy gifts, leaving Lan alone. She gets a message saying her father is outside. But when she goes out, someone kidnaps her and throws her in a van. Lee and friends see this and chase the van on bicycles. They all end up at Dr. Han's lab. Inside, Larry and his business partner are arguing. Larry was supposed to sell the device today, but still can't unlock it. Angry Larry puts a knife to Lan's throat, demanding the password. Lan says what kind of password, and the program unlocks. That was the password all along. Outside the lab, the two gangster idiots are guarding. Lee and Feng attack them and knock them out in seconds. But then they face Larry's top fighter, Bradley. He's dangerous. Even Lee and Feng together struggle against him. Inside, Yu sneaks in and frees his sister and father. Lee arrives and fights the gangsters. Dr. Han, Yu and Lan team up to beat up Larry. Meanwhile, Feng is still fighting Bradley. Lee joins Feng. Together, they finally defeat Bradley. Police arrive and arrest all the gangsters. Later, the principal gives Lee and Yu medals for their bravery. Lee proved that Shaolin training isn't just for temples. It can protect friends and save lives in the real world, too. And that's the crazy story of how a Shaolin monk survived high school and became a hero. Imagine having this guy as your classmate. Would you challenge him to a fight? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this story, smash that like button and subscribe to Hollywood Explained USA for more amazing content. We post 3 times a week. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.